Most expectant moms might share their exciting pregnancy news while beaming with joy. However, Gypsy Rose Blanchard showed extreme emotion during her baby news message, a body language expert has claimed, in an edited video where she cried and clawed the air. Gypsy Rose, 32, shared a clip on Instagram this month and confirmed she was 11 weeks pregnant. The Missouri native broke down at intervals, revealing she had experienced a shift in herself. Gypsy Rose mentioned crazy mood swings and how she and her partner, Ken Urker, felt excited about becoming parents. She said the pregnancy was unplanned. "I don't think this baby is a good idea. I think she should have waited until her parole is done," commented one follower. "Trust me, this will not end well for her mentally as she has never lived a so-called normal life," wrote another. Body language expert Patty Wood claimed Gypsy Rose's gestures showed she is afraid. Within the first few seconds, Gypsy Rose looked up to her right, and her eyes glazed over, she told the U.S. Sun. This indicates the pregnancy was truly not planned, but that she is afraid. Cues of fear over the pregnancy followed throughout the clip. She is not confident about it all. She talked about her new journey and parenthood, but shut her eyes. Gypsy Rose brought down her head at one point. These gestures indicated that the pregnancy feels scary for Gypsy Rose. The mom-to-be alternated between shows of happiness and tears, looking calm and then anxious. Bounce OFF. Wood claimed she could not seem to regulate herself. Gypsy Rose bounced from one extreme emotion to the other, just like a child, she said. This means there was no emotional regulation. She moved between expressing herself and trying to hold her emotions in. Gypsy Rose is becoming a mom, but on top of the fear we saw here, she showed aspects of childlike quality. It is as if Gypsy Rose has become like a feral cat with her emotions in the pregnancy as well. Wood noted Gypsy's tone of voice also changed throughout the clip. There were nuances of the voice, she said, adding that her baseline was high, soft, and childlike, just like a little girl. This can indicate that she was frozen in her emotional development in her childhood. Her voice broke when she said of little girl. This indicated Gypsy Rose could have been praised by one or more significant adults in her childhood for being just that. She had released this edited video with all of her crying on display. We know Gypsy Rose's mom used her and her illnesses to get attention for herself. Gypsy was also valued by her mom for this attention. It makes sense for Gypsy Rose to seek attention as an adult for being different and vulnerable. Gypsy Rose met Ken Urker when he became her pen pal while she was in prison. They became engaged in October 2018 but split the following year. In 2022, she married Ryan Scott Anderson in a prison ceremony. She and Ryan had also met as pen pals. However, the couple confirmed in March this year that they were separating. Shortly after, Gypsy Rose was seen getting a tattoo with Ken. She shared her pregnancy news 4 months after splitting with Ryan, naming Ken as the father. The pair have yet to divorce. Gypsy Rose is still on parole. Wood claimed Gypsy Rose was trying hard to look measured in the clip. At the clip's start, Gypsy stated the pregnancy was unplanned, she said. But when she held her hands up with the palms facing each other, she told herself that she needed to keep it together. Gypsy Rose had released a documentary when she left prison. The prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard lifted the lid on the abuse she endured from her mom, Dee Dee. Dee Dee had claimed Gypsy Rose suffered from conditions like leukemia, asthma, and muscular dystrophy. Her boyfriend at the time had stabbed Dee Dee in 2015 while she was in the house. Gypsy Rose was sentenced to 10 years after pleading guilty to plotting to kill Dee Dee with Nicholas Gojon. Chop Oop? Wood claimed childhood memories appear to trouble her. Her mother regulated her body, and this all showed here with Gypsy trying to be confident for herself, she said. Gypsy was tearful, but then she stuck out her tongue. She does this when talking about parenthood in her own life and what she experienced as a child herself. There were clear childhood memories here, but she tried to suppress it. Gypsy Rose feels repulsion about her childhood and tries to comfort herself in the clip. Gypsy Rose did the chopping up and down motion with her hand. It was as if she wanted to chop what had happened in the past out of her life. When Gypsy Rose was released in 2023, she gradually adopted a new look. In addition to getting a nose job, she started doing interviews and dressing for red carpets. She performed a clawing or scratching motion at the air, just like a cat does, but it was clear that she values Ken. She knows he